Why me? Have you ever asked the why me questions, but get nowhere? If I had no answers from the doctors, and if I had no answers from my parents, I still have a choice every day in my life to keep going or give up.
Negative feelings are sometimes a signal to make us change. But most people have a negative feeling and they just hang on to it and keep living with it and find other things to be negative about. That will never give you what you want. The money won't do it. The acknowledgement of others won't do it. Everything you think will do it will not do it. Only one thing will do it. You drawing a line in the sand and making the most important decision of your life that you're going to live in a beautiful state no matter what. Because life is too short to suffer.
If you leave a seed of lies in your heart and in your mind and you don't know the truth, if you don't know the truth, you will die with the lie. I started dying because I started believing what I was told. I want you to know the 3 things that I needed to come to in my life is the truth of my value, the truth of my purpose, and the truth of my destiny.
Most people, half of what they thought today is the same things they thought yesterday. About themselves, about their life, about their business. That's why most people's lives don't change very much. But if you wake up and you start realizing, I'm living in a home, an emotional home I don't want, you can change it. The quality of my life is the quality of my habitual emotions. We have a choice. Listen to me. Pain is sometimes part of life, but suffering is a choice. But for most of us, not a choice because we have the habit of suffering, being stressed, being worried, being frustrated, being pissed off. And because we're wired that way, that's the muscle we built.
You got to take a leap of faith. You got to dash off that cliff and you got to jump out there as far as you can. A lot of times you stand on the cliff of life and you see other people soaring by, gliding down like a bird flying through the air. They flying by. You know why? It's because their parachute open. If you never jump, you'll never be successful. When you first jump, I guarantee you the parachute ain't gonna open. I promise you that. But guess what? Eventually it does open. And then you start your glide, but it starts with the jump. Have you ever thought, maybe this person right here has identified their gift and is living in their gift? Because your Bible says, this your Bible, says your gift will make room for you. Your gift, not your education. You go get an education, that's nice. But if you don't use your gift, that education only gonna take you so far. You got to take that gift that's packed away on your back. You got to jump off that cliff and pull that cord. Because when you jump, you got to pull the cord and release this gift. And the only way that you can soar is God puts the wind under that parachute. He always does. But before the wind gets under there, it's a crazy fall, man.
The quality of my entire life is nothing but the quality of my habitual emotions. Whatever habits of emotion, wherever my emotional home is, I will find a way to get back there. And until I change that, I'm gonna have a problem.
A friendly reminder that in 3 generations, everyone who knew us will be dead, including the people whose opinions stopped you from doing what you wanted all along. Imagine that someone you know achieves every dream and hits every goal they have. Years later, they get old and die. 2 years after that, how much do you care? About as much as everyone else will if you accomplish your goals and dreams. Do it for you.
Us, we got the same ending. We're gonna die. So if you know you're going to die, why are you playing it safe? Like if you know you're gonna die, why are you listening to other people tell you about your life? If you're gonna die, why don't you live your own life? If you're gonna die, die on your own terms. There are no limits but the ones you place on yourself. Why do I have to work at a job with insurance when we live in a country where I can start my own nonprofit, LLC, S-Corp, whatever I want, and I can go get my own insurance? Take those limits off. There are no limits. There is no such thing of fear. You're gonna die. Live your life. You have an opportunity that you can't afford to lose. You have an opportunity that you can't afford to give up. You have an opportunity of a lifetime. As I leave you, opportunities are great. But most opportunities have more to do with whose hand the opportunity is in than the opportunity itself.